It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again, it's Robinson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. To the air goes Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Daniels. Steps away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. In motion, Slayton. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Wilson. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Now it's Wilson. This is caught by Robinson. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Daniels. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Wilson. Complete to his target, Jalin Hyatt. Down to the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalin Hyatt, 55 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake, Daniels. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Third down, here's Tracy. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wilson. He's got Slayton on the slant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Broken tackle.
Oh!
Still going. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Giants first down.
That one taken in by Neighbors. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And some room to roam now. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Man open left side is Brown. And they can't bring him down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Daniels. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Here's Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Wilson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Wilson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Daniels. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. This is taken at the 18. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Look at the big fella go. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Gano for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Daniels taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Breece Hall, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tyreek Hill, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and you're your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. Oh, good move. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now Wilson. Catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Once again, he finds Slayton. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
At the 46-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Giants' 38-yard line.
shedding the tackle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run on first down. Felton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Robinson up the middle. Oh, what a move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
25-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Again, Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
Running left is Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Right back to Tracy. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now it's Tracy, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On to give, it's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll go again with Tracy. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The home team's offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Wilson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Third and 19. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.